Take a load off on my private.
Motherfuckers, y'all know what time it is. I got a story time. This is a story time on when I got scammed. I was looking for we in the middle of the pandemic. We were like in the middle of the pandemic. Well, last spring. It was last spring, and I was looking for a little job to fill the gaps and some things to hit some financial goals that I was trying to get some stuff done or whatever. But this job was for a health insurance company, Anthem, is what I thought I was applying for. So, you know that once you start looking for a job and you throwing your resume on all of these search engines like Career Builder and all of that stuff, you start getting hundreds of emails from everywhere, like offering you positions or wanting you to register with their on their job search website. So I got this particular email, and it offered me a position at Anthem for like, I think it was $25 an hour, and which is at the middle range of where what I was making at my last job. I was making about $22 an hour at my last job. And so this position was for $25 an hour. I was going to do customer service call center work for Anthem. And so the first red flag is that I didn't notice at first was he emailed me, but he told me to download Telegram to communicate. So that's the first red flag, because any professional, anything that's legit is going to email you. There's no reason to go to Telegram other than the fact that you're trying to hide the communication. So I downloaded Telegram, and it seemed official as hell, guys. They were doing, he asked for, I had sent him copies of my social security card. I sent him copies of my ID. They did facial recognition scans, and I'm sending, tax forms and everything through this app called Telegram. And, this whole process, this whole process happened over a week's period of time, right? And mind you guys, I'm passing up legitimate offers, wasting my time with this stupid ass scammer, right? So I'm getting official jobs with official offers and real positions, and I'm shutting them down because I think I'm locked in with this person. And the whole week, I was communicating with them. Whatever they needed, I gave them, like any piece of information, and it seemed legit. But how would I know? I never worked from home. I don't know what that experience is like. That whole work from home thing is kind of like new. It became mainstream because of the pandemic. So I'm thinking, okay, this is how things are supposed to go. So at the end of that last week, he finally asked me for my account information. Red flag number 2. Like, they're never gonna send you money for anything. If they have the money to send you, then they have the money to spend it for you. This guy said, I'm gonna send you a check for $2,000. I want you to deposit in your account online. And this is for the work from home equipment, the laptop, everything you're gonna need to work from home. So when he said that, that's what kept me interested, because I was like, okay, it makes sense, I guess. This is how, I don't know how what the process is like. I've never been through this before. So I went along with it, and I scanned the checkup. Every 10 minutes, he was like, go to the ATM or check your balance, see if it's available. Like, he was hounding me for this money. And the next day I woke up And I checked my account and it was in the negative, guys. It was only in the negative for a decline fee or insufficient. The check came back altered and fraudulent is exactly what they said. Altered and fraudulent. So I'm like, so I tell the dude, I'm like, what is going on? You know, ghosts. Nothing. So I go up to the bank, right? And I'm like, look, I've been scammed. Like, he FedEx this check, guys, so official. Like, it came from FedEx the next day, this check. I scanned it online on my bank and deposited online, and just to wake up to see that it was fraudulent and altered and they had charged me this fee. So I went up to the bank to let them know, look, I wasn't trying to pass a bad check. This is what happened. And they were like, well, there's a lot of people in here today for the same reason you are with this pandemic. There's a lot of people taking advantage and scamming people out of money. And, you know, they didn't actually get any money out of me. What he wanted me to do was deposit the check. Most banks they release a certain amount of the check before it actually clears. They give you an available balance of that check. Good thing my bank did not. They don't do that. Good thing they did not, because they didn't penalize me for that. They didn't let me keep the account, which sucked. But they didn't penalize me or whatever. Like, there was no no investigation or no wild ass confusion and charges or whatever. But he disappeared off Telegram. You know, I was furious because I spent that whole week trying to do everything that they needed me to do. It was so official, yo. It was this app that scanned my face to make sure my face matched with the ID. So we're back. I'm sorry, guys. My memory had ran out. I had to delete the story time I did that I posted for yesterday I meant. But anyway, so the lady at the bank was basically like, yeah, there's a lot of this scamming stuff going on, and unfortunately, like, I got the better end of the stick because they didn't actually get any money out of me. There was no withdrawal made, so there was no negative balance or anything like that, no fees or anything. They didn't actually get a hold of any money because that particular bank that I was banking with just so happened to not release any amount of that check. And it came back fraudulent and altered. And I was furious. And y'all, there was like a lot of red flags, because during the communication about the job, after I scanned my ID and all of that stuff, he started low-key trying to hit on me, and that was an alarm too. That scared me too. And I was like, damn, he's talking like this, and I done uploaded my name, my address on my ID, like my social security number for my taxes. Like, he could devastate my life. But I ended up putting a fraud alert on my credit through Experian, and I called each Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, all of them, to let them know what had happened and that there's a fraud alert on my account for the next 12 months, which is probably like 3 months left now, because that was back in May when that happened. But yeah, that's the story time on her. I got scammed. Good thing they didn't get no money out of me. That would have been a pain in the butt, like, because the bank, they could hold me responsible for that, you know? They can make me pay that or charge me off on my credit. Because I'm just repairing my credit, you know? I'm just getting that stuff back in order, you know? And I'm adamant about maintaining that. So I was like mad as hell, like, but everything is all good. They didn't get nothing out of me. I was gonna download the Telegram app and show y'all the receipts, but the thing about apps like Telegram is that they delete after the messages, disappear after a certain amount of time. That WhatsApp, is the same way. That's the same thing. It's like you go there to talk, to do illegitimate business. You know, there's nothing good that goes on for Telegram or WhatsApp. Like, it's probably made to communicate if you don't got a phone line or a secondary email or whatever, but nah, that criminals use those apps to scam people because it's easy to cover up. Just like those text now apps and stuff. It's like they're not attached to anything, like, or nobody. So, lesson learned, you know, rule number one, that no legitimate business is going to want to communicate outside of email unless it's over the phone. You know, there was no phone conversation or nothing. Everything was on WhatsApp. Totally Telegram, and that everything was untraceable. So that's the second red flag. They're going to communicate through their email. Like, and he was talking inappropriate to me, low-key trying to hit on me. That alarmed me. The fact that they wanted money, like a job. If they got a job for you, you don't have to put anything financially into it. You just bring yourself to that job. Any job that's legitimate is going to send the equipment. Anything you need to have that job, they're going to provide for you. And they're never going to send you money for you to send it back. That's a scam. Why would they send you money just to give it back to you? If they have possession of that money, that means they are capable in getting your product. Why you got to send it to me for me to send it back to you? That's money laundering. That's embezzlement. That's not right. So anyway, this story time is low-key kind of short, but that's okay. It only happened over a week's period of time, and, you know, it's pretty straightforward. But I hope y'all enjoy my story time. If you want me to relay your story time anonymously, email me at elizabethjohnsonwalker4193@gmail.com, all lowercase, no space. And I'm going to have it in the description. Make sure if you're watching, you like it. If you like it, you share it. And leave a comment. All of that stuff helps my channel, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know, have you ever been scammed before? If you want me to clarify anything about my story time, leave it down in the comments. And if you're watching, leave a comment so I know you were here. All right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Check out my story time playlist in my playlist. Bye.
Take a load off on my private.